Carol McGiffin slammed ITV as she claimed Phillip Schofield is taking the fall for the channel and called for This Morning to be taken off air. Former Loose Women star Carol McGiffin didn't hold back in a recent interview with GB News in which she discussed the Phillip Schofield scandal. Slamming ITV bosses, she accused them of allowing the former This Morning host to take the fall for the station's mistakes. The 63-year-old claimed This Morning's future is not going to be okay as she claimed bosses were trying to move on with the magazine show. Carol's candid conversation with GB News' Dan Wootton came soon after Phillip Schofield broke his own silence on the controversy when he spoke to both the BBC and The Sun. The 61-year-old explained he felt a weird numbness since the controversy began and detailed the struggle he has faced in the last couple of weeks. In Carol's GB News interview, she explained how she thought Phillip and ITV bosses are currently collaborating to save This Morning and other jobs. She claimed, "I'm pretty certain that he is Phillip, trying to take the fall for them all. And the way I see it, they're so arrogant. Most TV bosses are the same. They're really arrogant." She added, "They think they're invincible and they just think, right, let's just carry on, move along, put Holly back on the show, let's just get back to normal and everything will be all right. Phillip's apologized and it's all going to be okay. But it's not going to be okay." She continued, "I think genuinely that This Morning, this show can't go on. I think it's way too tainted." In his BBC interview, Phillip said of his young lover, whom he admitted to having an affair with, "There is an innocent person here who didn't do anything wrong, who is vulnerable and probably feels like I do." While he stated what he had done was wrong, he denied grooming the young man, who worked as a runner on This Morning. Commenting on this, Carol remarked, "There is no question Phillip, did a bad thing. He did, obviously, mess with this young man's life. It's a bit weird that he knew this guy from a very, very young age when he was at the drama school and then suddenly is like mentoring him, nurturing him. He's making the show real, getting him a job and then suddenly, oh, they're having an affair." She went on to say how the young man in question moved from This Morning to Loose Women. "I spoke to numerous Loose Women at the time, who told me off the record they were very angry to be put in the position of having to work with Phillip Schofield's young lover because they felt that it put them in an unfair position, because he was going through a lot," she recalled. "There were a lot of issues. I won't go into what the issues were, but there were issues with this guy and they thought it was highly unfair that they were almost having to deal with Phillip Schofield's mess.